What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. Today we are back in the garage with the E92 M3 and we are going to be installing what I think is the best modification for any of the S65 powered cars. Not only is it aesthetically pleasing, but this upgrade is also going to make your M3 sound incredible. There's something about the E92 M3 engine bay that I just absolutely love. You get the V8, you get this beautiful plenum. Everything about this engine bay just screams aesthetic. Now this car has almost 100,000 miles on it, and even my badge is starting to show some signs of wear. I have this old AFE intake on here that really doesn't even fit properly. It seemed to have warped over time. Honestly, if I'm going to be doing this build proper, there's really only one intake and plenum system that I personally would like to be running. And as I'm sure you guys have already guessed it, it is the Eventuri plenum and intake system. So today we are going to be saying goodbye to much of this and saying hello to the Eventuri setup. And yes, I went with the matte carbon fiber. I just think this looks absolutely nuts. And this car, having the satin wrap on it with these details, is really going to bring a lot of things together. Not only is it going to look amazing, you guys, it is going to sound so sick. The induction noise with the individual throttle bodies in these cars, once you throw these plenums on, everything gets amplified. It sounds absolutely awesome. So to give you guys a rundown of everything that we have here, we have the airbox lid over here in matte carbon, of course. That's going to be replacing this piece right here. We have obviously the matte carbon fiber plenum, as well as the OEM badge pieces right here. Now you do have to buy these separately from BMW. I think they're like $100 for the both of them, maybe a little bit more, but you'll have the M portion right there, and then you'll have the V8 portion right here. Some people do reuse the old ones, however mine are just completely falling apart. They have this weird like melting thing going on. Again, 100,000 miles, 15-year-old car. If I'm upgrading to Eventuri, I'm just going to go ahead and buy the new badges. I think it's worth it. Lastly, over here we have the actual intake system as well as the filter. This is the piping for the intake. You have your silicone coupler. Everything that you guys see in this video today will be linked down below. This entire package also comes with instructions, so if you're confused at all as to how to install it, it's really simple. This will be the second aftermarket plenum setup that I've had on this car. The first one was okay. I'm not going to name names. If you've been watching the channel for a while, you know what it was. This one is just a level up over that one. Everything is better with the Eventuri setup. I also had Eventuri intakes and charge pipes and even the engine cover on my M4 GTS. If you've experienced owning or using any Eventuri products, then you know the quality is just unmatched. There's a reason you pay what you pay for with these products. They are extremely well made and they just look incredible, even down to the packaging. Like the packaging is really good too. It really just comes down to what you are building and whether it's worth it to you. But in my opinion, I've always really enjoyed the Eventuri products and I think they are 100% worth it. If of course you can swing it and afford the cost, 10 out of 10 would recommend. So today I'm going to show you guys how to install everything, and then we're going to go for a drive and listen to these beautiful induction noises. Oh man, I cannot wait. But let's go ahead and get everything installed. All right, and just like that, we have the plenum off. Look at how beautiful these individual throttle bodies look on the S65. This is truly a work of art. However, what does not look too good is the current state of my valve covers, but I have just the solution for that. Coming soon, you guys, I'm installing the MLT billet aluminum valve covers. These are going to look insane in this engine bay. One thing that I did want to point out to you guys is that all of the new plenums have these billet trumpets on the bottom now, so you don't have to risk cracking the carbon when tightening the clamps that go around each individual throttle body. Just a nice addition to all of the new plenums. Yes, fresh silicone coupler. When you guys are tightening these down, just make sure you don't over tighten it. You are tightening onto carbon. Just get her nice and snug, should be fine. God, take a look at this intake. This thing is absolutely beautiful. The quality, the craftsmanship, it is truly a work of art. So I finally picked up some new cabinets. I'm trying to make this garage a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. More to come on that soon. But I got these on Amazon for $100 each. They're really not bad. I'll have them linked down below. Time to wipe everything down for the new OEM plenum badges. Now these are just adhesive. They simply just stick onto the plenum. Just gonna wanna make sure that everything is really nice and clean before you lay them on. Once they are on there, they are on there. You also have this carbon fiber piece that goes down into the air duct. Such a nice touch to this intake system. It looks so good. Really happy with the way that all of this stuff turned out. That looks proper. Super easy install, you guys. This thing looks so good in here. I'm so glad that I decided to go for the matte finish. It's just a little bit different than the majority of the ones that you see out there that are gloss, but with the whole theme of this car being, you know, satin on the outside, I really think that the matte finish on the plenum and the intake makes perfect sense in this car. Quality on this intake is unreal. Everything is serial numbered. All of the fittings are OEM. Had zero fitment issues with this. Everything just literally locked right into place. It's nice when you're installing parts and you can get that OEM fitment, man. It makes install so much easier, and that's really what you're paying for when you have Eventuri products. This was the exact same experience that I had with my M4 GTS and all of the Eventuri parts that I had on that car. Everything just fits so good. The quality is top notch. But yeah, I am really, really happy with the outcome of this. Now we're gonna hop in the car and see what this thing sounds like. All right, so we've got everything mic'd up. Ended up just doing one of the wireless mics right in front of the airbox. So hopefully that does a pretty good job of giving you guys an accurate representation of the plenum noise. These velocity stacks just doing their job. I have the valves on the exhaust closed at the moment. I think that's going to be the best way, obviously, to get, you know, less of the exhaust noise and more of the intake noise. So hopefully we're able to hear everything nice and clear. So we're going to warm the car up a little bit and then start getting into some pulls. Let's see how this thing sounds, man. Even with the valves closed on this car, it sounds really good. This car in general just sounds awesome. We'll also go ahead and do a little bit of driving with the valves open as well, so you guys can get an idea of what that sounds like. That sounds so sick, dude. Holy shit, what a difference that makes in the induction. Wow. It's just got this really badass tone to it. The exhaust is doing nothing right now. I have it completely closed, but all that intake noise, you don't even need an exhaust, to be honest with you. You can just roll around with this, the plenum and the intake setup. It really makes all the right noises in terms of induction. It sounds really, really good. All right, let's do some pulls with the valves open. Ooh, it opens up, opens up. Damn, this thing sounds so good. That mixture of plenum noise and titanium exhaust is like just heavenly, heavenly sound. Feels so good. The power is like perfect. Oh my god, that feels amazing. Oh, I think this is like the perfect sounding E92 M3. Like, without going supercharger and getting crazy, I really think that this setup is just divine. Like, it is so, so good. It is so dialed, so well balanced. It's not over the top. It's not super, super duper loud. It's like perfect, perfect setup. Plenum noise also sounds really freaking good. It's not too crazy. It's more subdued than I thought it would be, but it's good. It's nice. I would say it's just a little bit louder than factory. It's not like stupid loud. I'll take it. I will take it. Sounds so freaking good. Yeah, it's crazy. This car is just mental. You start doing the right things to these cars, and it's crazy. These cars are too fun to drive. They get you in trouble. They're just that fun. It's not like the craziest amount of horsepower, but you can just have all of it. That's the great thing about these cars. Like, you can use every bit of this car. Unlike a lot of these modern cars, these like modern M3s, you can't use all that power on the street, man. With these, like, you can just gas it all the time. Literally, as I say gas, my low gas warning comes up. But you can just pin it all the time and, like, you can use it. You can use it. Oh shit, this thing is fucking badass, dude. It's so good. It's so good. This thing sounds so freaking good. And it's not too bad to look at either. God, it looks good. I think matte carbon was definitely the way to go. What do you guys think? Should I have done gloss? I don't know, man. I think the matte with this car, I think that looks amazing. I swear I had the microphone. That worked pretty good. That was extremely successful. This sounds incredible, you guys. Fit, the finish, everything about Eventuri is just, that's why you pay that premium, because this is what you get. You get that OEM fitment, you get that really high quality product. Yeah, I really don't have anything else to say. You know, I think a lot of Eventuri's products speak for themselves. If you know, you know. But as always, you guys, this build is progressing. It is getting better and better. We got a little bit more maintenance to do before we can hop into some crazier things. But if you guys are interested in this Eventuri setup, I highly recommend considering it. If you want to do some sort of plenum or intake system, or if you just want to do the intake, you can buy that as well. I will have all of that linked down below, but I appreciate you guys as always. Thank you so much for watching the video. Make sure you cop some merch. See you in the next one. Peace.